I recently released an episode, and in that episode, I got to talk about, really briefly about some things that were bothering me at the time. And I talked a bit about my nihilism. And I think a few people asked me questions about my change in worldview. Now, I'm very still much an optimistic person. I still see good things and I like want good things and all those things. But I feel like I've come to this point where you have to be a nihilist. Like, if you like, I don't know, I'm not trying to like tell you what is objective truth, but like, I've like just come to accept the nihilistic worldview that was like, I question what the point of certain things are. Like I don't feel like I would, partake in people's worldview of searching for happiness or doing all those things, because like, if there's no meaning to that stuff, because you live life, you partake in the worldview that certain things will make you happy. You get a bag, you get a degree, you get money, you get wigs, you get boyfriend or girlfriend, just like certain things, you get a car, and you just like all those things you feel like you will have money. So you keep pursuing, you keep like chasing. So I've just come to realize that there's no meaning. Not like I've come, I always knew, but like something like this, just I just didn't want to brand for myself. Like, okay, this is me. That's that. I used to like, yeah, I always knew that. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not like a hedonist, and I don't believe that I would live my own life in constant pursuit of pleasure. Because I'm not saying pleasure is a bad thing, but I would not want to live my own life in a constant pursuit of pleasure, wanting to be out there all the time, chasing things. Because like, I just like settled down right now, and like in my own life in the past few months, I've just like been off sometimes. I like, why do I have to chase? Why do I have to chase? And this work culture, this hustle culture, this idea that you have to be doing all the time. Now, I'm naturally not a lazy person. It means I'm always up and doing, I'm always doing something, but like, that is me naturally. But just this idea that you just have to work because you just have to work. You have to be up to something. You have to be productive. That word productive, be up to something. I like thought about my life as a person, who I am. Like, this idea of productivity, is it really me, or is it really us who we are, or is it just society? This idea that you just have to be doing something. So even if you are not doing something, you just have to show that you're up to something, show that you're chasing something, show that you're reaching for something. And like, all those things don't make sense to me. I know this is just like a rant, but like, I'm just like saying, I just feel like if you like look inward sometimes, like, what do I really want from life? What do I really want? You just decide that you don't like people who are chasing, degrees to put them in top tier careers. People are chasing maybe skills to give them top tier income. But like, you just realize that, God, like, do I really want to spend the rest of my life chasing paper, like chasing money? Like, I believe, at one point I just said to my life, I'll chase, I'll work, but like, at some point I'll just like stop it, because I don't feel like my life is like, my whole existence is this thing where I just have to like chase, keep working, keep gathering, keep working, keep gathering, like all for things I can't even spend at once, all for things that I can't even place my hand on at once. It's just so futile to me. Like, what the fuck am I doing at the end of the day? Like, I'm just like focused, being productive, not really doing the things that maybe, naturally human, and just like living society's standard of like being productive, getting the bag, chasing. And I think this creates a detach from who I really am, who we really are as people, where the things we value are just like superficial things. So, I mean, it's not bad to chase all these things, but like, I understand, I've been where I could not afford anything for myself, to where I can, afford certain things to a certain extent, to even like a large proportion for myself. And I just feel like, oh, now what next? Now I just have to keep more chasing more, because now I have more bigger desires, more goals. When I get to where I dreamt about, I'll have to dream another dream to dream bigger. Like all these things don't like I sometimes I just like what's to what end? What am I even doing? So uh, my own nihilism has accepted that I'm not going to partake in that worldview. I'm not going to partake in the worldview where I'm going to be like working till so much time, like okay, where the time you now take a break is like a planned break called the vacation. I would just like let my life flow. Let my life flow. Let me just do what I can do as a person. I these days I don't even try. If you know um the philosophy of Charles Bukowski, he wrote this poem about trying or something. I don't know if it's a poem, but he has this quote about trying. So these days I don't try. I just let my life flow. I don't try to fit any stereotype of what an adult is, a productive person is, an achieving person is. I just want to try at just like do the things I feel I can do. If I get it, yeah, I get it. If I don't get it, I move on. I like this whole culture of like there's creates this thing where there's just a stereotype of what success is. If you don't get this thing, you're not successful. If you not achieve this thing, you're not successful. And like to me, I just feel like there's like success is like is would I say it is a spectrum. It could be anything. So for me, I want peace in my life. I want calmness. I want joy. You understand? I want to be with people who make me laugh, people who make me laugh like a lot, who bring me so much joy, and I just feel like that's what I feel happy about at the end of the day. Do having enough to eat to do the things I want to do, but like not just like I don't know if you understand me, but like my nihilism is optimistic in the sense that I see good, I want good, but there are certain things I don't necessarily see meaning in a lot of things like society. I would do a personal rant about society because I personally don't really like the society we live in. I'm not misanthropic or anything, but like I'm just saying that uh there are like a lot of things that need to be addressed, a lot of things we need to sit down and have conversations about like what are we really doing with our lives here. Yeah, I just wanted to rant about that.